All right, man, if you have been watching any type of local TV, regular news, sports news, anywhere you
Go,
watch
brother.
any of this TV type stuff, have heard about Brittney Griner, who is a WNBA basketball player. She's about
Yeah,
6'5" tall lady, being released from Russian prison. I believe she was there basically like 8 or 9 months, and she was detained
almost a year,
for
man.
for bringing some type of what you call that stuff that people smoke. It's not
Vapes.
weed. Yeah, with some Veep stuff,
Yeah,
with some
some
vape
vape.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? She got detained right in the middle of when the Russian war got to going against Ukraine, and she ended up being someone that is held for a long, long time. So the question is, what are your thoughts on the Brittney Griner being released from Russian prison? There's a lot of layers to this, and we're about to go in. Go
Yeah.
ahead, brother.
First of all, congratulations to Brittney Griner getting up out of there. You dig what I'm
Yep.
saying? Because first she was detained and she was in, the nice spot. Then they took her to what is it called? A colonel?
Yeah, I
What
don't
was it
know.
called? Yeah, yeah. I'm talking
I
about the
said it,
Russian
but I
prison.
can't
What
remember
they
right
call?
now. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So they took her to a colonel, which is way worse. It's not like our prisons. The situation and the conditions are way worse there
yes,
than
yep.
our prisons here. So, you know, shout out to the U.S. as a whole, the
Mm-hmm.
WNBA, the NBA, just keeping Brittney Griner name out there
What's
so
up,
that
Toy?
it wouldn't just what up, Toy? So it wouldn't just disappear because I was afraid that after the end of the season, it was going to be a
Mm-hmm.
wrap, but they didn't allow that to
Mm-hmm.
happen. They kept pressing, they kept pushing. So I'm happy to see this young lady finally get back home. And I'm gonna let you go because this is a topic that, like you said, got a lot of layers, brother.
A lot of layers. I say for the very first thing, I'm just glad she's home. That's what I
Yeah.
say very, very first. The very first thing, because this is what I want to say. I was fearful. I'm not a fearful man, but I was fearful she was going to get murdered over there. That's really
Yeah.
what I thought was going to end up happening. That was going to be the end of this. They was going to tussle back and forth politically, so to speak. And then, at the end of the day, man, Vladimir Putin is not like an American president. That's what we have to remember with foreign relations, brother. Things are different overseas. If you ever traveled overseas, it's very, very different. I'll give you an example. I went to Germany one time, which is not known as a very radical state, so to speak. When I went to Germany, I got off the plane. There was four guys on each corners of the airport that had AK-47s, and it was a man with an AK-47 when I had to go through customs. It was very different. This is different.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
not even the place known for that type of, recently, not back in the day, they had the problems. But I'm saying recently, they're not known for all that drama. So I'm just saying that, for example, being overseas is very, very, very different
Way
than
different.
what we see here in America. With that being said, my main thing and my main issue is I'm glad that she's home, and I'm glad that she is alive, coming home, is not coming home in a body bag. That's the first thing. Go ahead, brother. Because
Yeah.
like I
Second,
said, there's many layers to this, and
there
we would love
is.
to hear your opinions about this. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead right to Miss Dingle joint. She said, it's they used her to promote their political agenda, but I'm glad she home. And that's the thing I want to hit up. Like the same deal that they brought her home with is the same deal that was on the table from day one, and they didn't do it. You wait almost a year later, and we going into 2024. We know what happens in 2024, main things. And now you get a whole community behind you because guess what? You went and did this great thing from somebody who was in that community. So you
Hold
can
on, bro.
get,
The
go
thoughts
ahead.
and opinions are not the thoughts and opinions of not the same podcast, but of Robert Davis individual. No, I'm kidding, bro. Go ahead. I'm messing with you.
I
You are
almost
not the
called
same
you.
podcast. I'm
I
kidding,
almost
bro.
called you the word.
I'm kidding, bro. Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm just saying it's what it looked like. I'm not saying this is
Mm-hmm.
what it is, but that
It's your
political
opinion.
agenda thing, it is my opinion. It is what it seemed like they look what it looks like because it plays favor for a particular party, it plays
Mm-hmm.
favor for a particular community, and now they're the hero, whatever the case may be. I'm not telling you if I'm left, right. I'm not on
Yeah.
all that. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is the same exact deal that they chose to give up, who they gave up to get her back. They could have did this
Right.
200 and something odd days ago, 290
Mm-hmm.
something odd days ago,
Mm-hmm.
almost a year. Now we in December, Christmas
Mm-hmm.
time. Everybody joy, man. Yeah. So I'm just happy she back. But
Yeah.
I'm with Miss Dingle. It was a political agenda behind this. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, this is not debate for you, but I'm gonna come from the other angle just for TV sake, us live sake. Here's the other angle.
I'm
Nobody
listening.
knows what exactly went on in the negotiations. I heard about
True.
that deal too when we first heard about her being over there.
Mm-hmm.
What has been produced on TV lately? What I saw today, what they talked about, they tried to get the other person home first. The vet from, I forgot what he was, the Marine that was a retired Marine that's over there for what you call it, inclusion. I can't remember the right word, but basically he's been there 4 years, right?
Yeah.
And they say they tried to do this same deal with them, and Russia did not want to work with that. The first deal, this is what was said today. I'm just saying for what I saw on TV, literally about 30 minutes ago. They said today they first tried to get both of them for the death dealer guy. I can't remember what his name is, but his nickname is the death dealer, and Russia wasn't interested in it. They wanted to, and they say Russia didn't say nothing for like a couple of weeks, a few days or whatever, and then they got to arguing again. Then they was like, "Yo, we'll do the deal for Brittney, and we'll let her come with that." That's what they say. I do not know, but I'm just saying this so we can talk about what's been on TV and what's been said. What it seems like, espionage. Thank you.
Yeah.
What it seems like, because they say he was a spy. What it seems like, I heard many complaints. One complaint is like, why would they bring this woman home first and leave the other guy? Okay, if this is true, maybe they did want to bring. Thank you, Paul Whelan. Thank you, sis. If they did want to try to get Paul Whelan home first and they wouldn't do it, then okay, then we can't just say Biden is trash just because we don't like Biden as a president, right? And when we talk about these things, and I know this is not Rob. I'm speaking in general. I know Rob. This is not Rob. But in general, a lot of times we will display our anger for another issue we have. So it's just a problem. So for a lot of people, they don't care nothing about Brittney Griner because she's homosexual.
Right.
And she a woman.
Right.
And she black.
And she black. Yeah.
And a lot of people can't see past those three things because she's homosexual, she's a woman, and she black. Probably in this order more so. Homosexual, black, and she a woman. And they can't get over all that. And they can't get over that Paul Whelan is white and a man.
Right.
And he should be back. And he's a military guy. And people love their military. I have military people in my family, and I get it. I understand. Right. Thank you. I got my homeboy, SOCOM, retired military. My homeboy, J-May, retired military. My homeboy, Marcus Oates, just went to his retired military. So there's a lot of issues with this. That's why I said it first. I know that's why Rob said it first at the beginning. At the beginning, we're happy that she got home. But there's a lot of details. Can it be what Rob said? I think it's a high possibility it's political. I'm going to tell you why I know it's a high possibility for it to be political, because Biden had to deal with Putin to get this thing done. Who are the head of politics. Both of them. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not shooting down what you're saying, brother. I'm just saying it from another angle. But I think it's sad in this way. Neither one of them should be over there that long. I don't care if my man was a spy. Now, some of us, we be so pro-American, like, well, we should go over there and just bomb them, and then we cause a world war. I don't think we should do that neither for one person. Because you want your safety done, lost for one person?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to do that, though. You feel what I'm saying? So I think, I don't care who got home first. I want the other dude to get home now as well. I want both of them to get home for whatever way. Yeah. But go ahead, bro.
Well, here's my thing. First of all, the reason why I felt like the swap wasn't even by a long shot. You got an innocent person who basketball and brought some cartridges over, and they used that to their advantage to get who they wanted back home, and we ended up coming with Brittney. I'm not calling her the consolation prize. That is not what I'm doing. But what I am saying is one of these guys are not like the other. She played basketball, who brought some babes over so that she could feel good, compared to somebody who is known as...
And like what Just James said, too, that's been publicly outspoken against America. She has. I've heard that,
she has been. So, and I want to get into that in a minute. She's back. The trade's not even. Obviously.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? Now, you have some media outlets saying he was selling guns to the Russians, and you know what I'm saying? You can call it treason, espionage, whatever the case may be. Like, if this is the case, Then the
Right.
U.S. like, all right, cool. We made an attempt, but we wasn't never bringing him back because we wasn't worried about him. He'd been over there for 4 years, but she
Mm-hmm.
kind of played our hand where we had to bring him up again. He was a traitor. We don't know what's going
We
on
don't
behind
know.
closed doors. Now,
Right.
this is what I will say for everybody in the U.S. of A. that
Yeah.
travel on a regular basis. Watch what you say on social media because this stuff comes back.
Yes, sir.
I've
Yes,
seen
sir.
hatred videos from
Mm-hmm.
popular YouTubers, black, white, Asian, it doesn't matter, who
Mm-hmm.
said, you know, forget that one word. She wasn't worried about the U.S. when she was dogging them out a couple
A
of
lot of
months
people
ago.
said
Now
that.
she begging. It was a
Yep.
bunch of people saying that. So watch what you say and how you say it when you got a public
Yeah.
platform. I'm not
Yes.
saying I'm not saying tuck your tail. I'm not
Right.
saying, I'm not saying any of the things like let them control you like a robot. What I am saying is be very smart and strategic on how you
Yeah.
talk when you got a public platform. Because just because you can speak your mind, I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind. It can come
Mm-hmm.
back and bite you, fam. Work, school,
Yes,
family,
sir.
no matter what, it can come
Yes,
back and
sir.
bite you. And
All
she
right.
paid 290 some 9 days. Let's go to the people, bro. My
Yep,
bad.
going to the people. Crispy said we should have sent over the Avengers. Crispy always with the jokes. He's
This boy.
stupid. uh, yeah. Toy says one or the other. Miss
Yeah.
Sharon says this is the second time that they chose not to bring him home, though. This is
Yes.
true. Toy says Brittney has everything working against her. This is also true.
She did.
Crispy says that this wouldn't have happened if Chris Evans was still Captain America. He's stupid. Toy says right. Let's see. Just James says been seeing a lot of commentary about her hatred for America. Cortez says exactly. Then Crispy said my only disappointment is the U.S. ain't getting no draft. He's stupid, man. All right, our brother Eric. Yeah, our
Eric
brother Eric
Boston.
Boston, my bad. We got some other people over there in the same situation, and they're still not home. Exactly.
True.
Hagen said every black person got something bad to say about America except Herschel Walker. Ronald Jackson, what up?
Silly,
What's
bro.
up, brother? He said, yeah,
Ronald
everybody.
Jackson was popping.
Evening, everyone. Man came in on a deep topic. Yeah, bro, it's deep, man. Deep.
Yeah.
Bro, leave us Asians out of this. And then, hey, Just James laughing. And Hagens, D says, let's see, D said a lot. Let me get this right here. D said, being a veteran, some things we cannot broadcast to the public. There are negotiations that have to be made, which is in favor of the country. We don't know what they're negotiating for that guy. This is also true.
Yeah, that is
This
very,
is also
very
true.
true. That is very
Right.
true. But I mean, the bottom line is this, folks. We're not trying to make this controversial. We're not never
No.
on that. But what I am saying is I'm happy she back because she never should have been over there for almost a year. You know what I mean? But the good
Right.
news is, regardless if you agree with her lifestyle or any of that, that doesn't matter. She's getting ready to come home to her family. Hopefully
Right.
she'll be home by midnight or whatever the case may be. She can depress and once she depress and she can spend time with her family and actually appreciate her freedom, being
Yes.
back. And then
Yes.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. We some sports guys. I
Mhm.
hope that next season she back with the Mercury and she
I hope
back
so.
out there and playing ball. And I
Yeah.
also hope on the flip side, on the sports side, WNBA start paying your players so this type of stuff don't happen again. Respect what it is that they're bringing to the floor, regardless of all of y'all who say WNBA. The highlights is layups. It doesn't matter. They're bringing
right.
quality. If you like
That's right.
basketball, it is quality basketball because high school players ain't dunking, but you will go and watch a high school game on a regular basis. They are bringing quality basketball. WNBA, learn from this. Pay your players.
Please.
You dig what I'm saying? That way they don't
Yes.
have to go overseas and make more money or to make a living on the off season. This would have never happened. That's all I'm saying.
Just James say this is a dang darn you do, darn you don't situation. You know what he means, but this is very true, very, very true. Crispy say agreed. Either way, folks are gonna be upset. Absolutely. And then D says good book deal. This is the
no
point.
doubt.
This is
About to be a movie.
This is what I will say this from a believer standpoint, and I want to encourage us to be better about this thing, believers. And I'm not fussing at nobody, but just think about this. Sometimes, we put our Christianity here, we put our Christianity leanings here and there, and we forget about being humans and happy for humanity, right?
Right,
I am a
right.
person that is a
Facts.
believer, and I do not agree with the homosexual lifestyle, but I love humanity. And what I mean by that, I don't love it more than my Christianity and all that, but I am not so staunch Christian that I'm not going to be happy when someone is spared their life that may be living an alternative lifestyle that I don't agree with. You feel what I'm saying? You know, like they say, like super right wing, super left wing. Sometimes we do that with our Christianity, and we can't see good because our Christian blockers, you know, I don't believe
Yeah.
this, I don't believe that, and I can't see this. You know, or if you love your nation and you love America, I can't see good because she said something bad about America. Okay, number one, be happy she's alive. Can we just do
Yeah.
that? You know
Flat
what I'm
out.
saying? We can deal with all that stuff we don't like tomorrow when she get home, and you can hate that she with a woman and all that when she get home. But can we just be happy the woman got home though? You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? I've seen so many times when people that die that's not part of a particular denomination that we're a part of, or a denomination that you think is false, and soon as they die, you go in on what they didn't believe and this, instead of just being a good human, be like, man, I'm sorry for this person's loss. You know what I'm saying? They met Jesus early. You know what I mean? Or they didn't meet Jesus early. Can we be so deep? You know what I'm saying? And Eric asked me how I feel about Kanye. I pray he gets Jesus and get help. That's what I
No
pray.
doubt.
I pray
No
he
doubt.
gets help. Even I believe he actually believe in Jesus at some point, but I pray he gets some help that he need. That's what I feel about
Yeah.
Kanye. The same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, Cortez. I want to try and get on soapbox.
Yeah, man. Hey, no, I mean, but you telling the truth, bro.
We
That's
gotta be
one thing that
careful with that though, man.
turns people off from Christianity. That's what's wrong with these
Yes.
Christian folks. They so
Yes.
judgmental. They act like
Yes.
they don't live it. And then this is what happened for you deep Christian folks.
Yep.
When you act like that and you make a mistake, that's
Oh, they coming for you.
See,
They coming
that's what I'm
for
talking
you.
about. This is why
Yes,
I don't mess
sir.
with God right now. Everybody
Yes,
yelling
sir.
Jesus. Because you don't show any mercy and grace that you've
That's
been
right.
spared. Just because your sins ain't out front, you know
That's
what I mean?
right.
And you got them closet sins, them skeletons, like the whole graveyard in your closet, and
Yeah.
don't nobody know about it.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Like what C
Right.
is saying is facts on facts on facts. And as you can see in the timeline, hey, bottom
'Cause
line, you telling the truth, bro.
think about it, bro. If you're around someone that's homosexual, they know what the Christian belief is about that. You ain't got to tell them what you think. Trust me, they're not oblivious to that. But are you gonna love them with the love of God though,
Right.
or is you just gonna be judged? Like you ain't got to be the judge. God is the
Right.
judge. They know how you feel. You ain't got to say, well, the Bible says this. They know that. They doing what they want to do. But are you gonna show them love though? Are you gonna be nice? Are you gonna be kind? You know, I'm gonna share one thing. We gonna move on. We are associates with someone that lives that lifestyle, and two people that were ladies said, I had very bad thoughts about Christians till we watched your show. And we was
Yep.
very grateful about that.
Very
You know what
grateful.
I'm saying? Very grateful
Yep.
about that because they assumed when we talked about certain aspects of one thing I think we was talking about the abortion laws or whatever, they
The Roe
assumed we was
versus
gonna take
Wade.
one side. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Or other things. Because man, listen, let's be real, bro. You got a family, you got a homosexual in your family, quit flogging.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a family, you had somebody had an abortion in your family. You had somebody did something wrong. You had a baby. Somebody had a baby out of wedlock. Somebody smoked weed. Somebody do something. That's all these things happen in real life. You don't disown family. You gotta
Right.
love them. This
Right.
is what is biblical. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just gonna say, and even with that, we not, we ain't gonna name drop. But I mean, look, I got family members like that. Like my
Me too.
godson's mother is that way. So, and I told her flat out, I'ma love you. You dig what
I
I'm
got multiple
saying?
cousins.
Like cousins, you know what I mean? Friends or whatever the case may be. Yes, friends.
Yes, sir.
You dig what I'm saying? And we love on them.
That's
I ain't
all we
gotta
can
tell
do.
you. And you know what the difference is with that when we loving on them? Listen, I am a manager. I have almost 70 people, I think, now under me.
Mhm.
Do you not think I know the ones who aren't? I don't treat them no
Right.
different. I love on them. I make
That's
sure
right.
that they are taken care of, no
Right.
different than the next person. And
Right.
that's what you're supposed to do. It's a commandment, not an option, which is to love in and out of the body of Christ. And we can
Bro,
leave it
think
right
about
there,
this. Think about this, bro, and we gonna move on. This is deep. So we'll do it to keep our job. But the Bible commands us to love people anyway. But we'll do it
Regardless.
to keep our job, though. See, I'm going to hide that hate to keep my paycheck coming in.
That's deep, bro.
Yeah,
That's deep.
I'm gonna tuck my hate in. You know what I'm saying? Keep that paycheck
Right.
coming in. But as soon as I'm off, I got to be real. Oh, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. Go love yourself. I can't tell you to kill yourself.
Yeah.